Now, if you're a Godzilla fan like me, you've seen this movie, Godzilla vs. Gigan. Now, this is the 12th Godzilla movie in the Showa series of Godzilla movies. It's also a first in a couple of ways. This is the first movie where you get to see Godzilla bleed. It's also the first official tag team monster battle in a Godzilla movie. But also, in one way, it's the last. It is the last appearance of the original Godzilla suit actor, Haruo Nakajima. Hope I'm saying that properly, forgive me. This is a pretty silly movie. And although Haruo Nakajima had to do some silly things in the Godzilla suit before, maybe this one was the one that straw that broke the camel's back. Or I don't know, maybe it was just, maybe it wasn't paid as much, or it wasn't worth it. Apparently it's really tough to be Godzilla. Like, the guys used to pass out inside the monster suits all the time. So yeah, I don't know, for whatever reason, that was his last movie. The plot involves invaders from outer space posing as a corporation that is planning the opening of an amusement park, World Children's Land. And they have a large statue or building in the shape of Godzilla. And inside this building, statue, that's where the secret base of these aliens is, and they're like broadcasting signals to outer space to bring down space monsters to invade the Earth. So the two space monsters you get are, well, we get to see Ghidorah again, and of course, Gigan. Gigan is a cool monster, I'm not going to lie. I think he looks ridiculously cool, or coolly ridiculous. Just with the big hooks on his arms, and he's got the big spike on his head, even got spiked toes. He's got the crazy buzzsaw going up and down his chest. Gigan's pretty kick-ass. He's built to destroy, basically. So, of course, this is his first appearance in this movie. And he does get a good long scene of destroying the city. Him in tandem with Ghidorah, whose footage, unfortunately, when he appears alone on screen, is totally lifted from previous movies. So recycled. Almost every second shot of Ghidorah in this movie is recycled from another movie. So the aliens are planning on summoning these two monsters from outer space, right? Now there's a cartoonist who wants to get a job at World Children's Land. And he stumbles upon some kind of plot, and he looks a little further into it, and he finds out there's a woman whose brother went missing at this facility, and he teams up with her and her friend to find out what's going on and find out what happened to the brother. Cartoonist also has a girlfriend who is like a kick-ass martial artist. Every scene she's in, she's beating somebody up. Eventually we learn that these aliens are actually giant space cockroaches. They're just in human form. I guess it's like a hologram or, just some kind of transformation ray or something that they use. Anyhow, yeah, they're secretly giant space cockroaches, and they bring down Gigan and Ghidorah. And guess what? Godzilla finds out about this, and Godzilla comes to defend the Earth. But he's not alone. He fights with his, I guess, best bud, Anguirus. Anguirus was actually first featured in Godzilla Raids Again, or Gigantus the Fire Monster, as it's sometimes known. Yeah, he was in that movie. He was the first monster that Godzilla ever actually fought against. And so the two of them are hanging out on Monster Island. This is another first. We get to hear Godzilla and Anguirus talk. Yeah, that's right. And it's terrible. It's ridiculous. Now, the way I understand it is in the Japanese cut of this, they were like voice bubbles on screen next to each monster, and there was like weird sound effects playing over their normal like roars and things like that, and it was all distorted and bizarre. So yeah, that's fine. But in the English dubbing, for some reason, voice bubbles are gone, but they dub the voices, and it's so. I mean, it's a first and a last. You never get to hear Godzilla talking again. Yeah, if only they hadn't put that in this movie, because that's a major strike against it. Definitely one of the low points in Godzilla's career, if you ask me. The special effects in the 70s Godzilla movies were, I mean, we all knew it was a guy in a rubber suit, right? But in this one, it actually gets really bad. Like, you can actually see, like, pieces of the Godzilla suit, like, coming off. Well, granted, there's a lot of monster fighting action, and so I suppose, stuff happens and the suits get wrecked, right? Yeah, there's a couple of things that piss me off about this movie. Godzilla talking, the fact that you have to wait, like, an hour to see Godzilla, or basically any kind of monsters you don't see until at least 40 minutes in. And ridiculous human cast. There's, the cartoonist and his kung fu girlfriend. Then there's, like, the lost brother sister. The sister of the lost brother. And their hippie banana-eating friend. And then the lost brother. And then, of course, you got your bad guys. There's a couple guys in orange suits that are... That's the only way we're supposed to know that they're aliens, is because they dress in orange suits. Who does that? Must be some kind of freaky alien or something. But turns out they're cockroaches, so whatever. Okay, so the characters are stupid. But, that aside, okay, I should be really happy because there's a very long tag team monster battle at the end of this movie. And you'd think I'd be totally into that. And for the first few minutes, I guess I was. But you just keep seeing the same shots over and over again. Shots recycled from other movies. And also, even just new shots. You see them double up on it a couple times. It's very dark. Were they trying to hide how crappy the suits looked or something? I don't know. But it's just really dark. And it's hard to see the monsters fighting, and there's a lot of really close-ups and cutaways and stuff like that, and it's kind of distracting to watch, but it goes on forever, and I never thought I'd ever complain about a monster fight being too long. I don't know, but it took forever to end, and I just couldn't wait for it to end. Yeah, so there's a lot of bad stuff about this movie. Some of the things I liked about this movie, though, were the kung fu girlfriend. She's actually pretty hot, and she's the best character in the movie. I like Gigan, the design of the monster. He's just a freaky-looking dinosaur vulture Wolverine, Well, I did like seeing Anguirus actually get to kick some ass. Him and Godzilla, they have like a couple of tag team moves that actually are kind of cool. Overall, though, there's just something that ticks me off about this movie. I don't know what it is. It's more like a TV episode, and they just like everything feels like filler in here, mainly because of like all the recycled footage and Godzilla talking. I mean, that's so fucking stupid. I get it. It was for kids. It's just all those things combined kind of make this movie, for me, one of my least favorite Godzilla movies, actually. If I'm going to pick out a Godzilla movie to watch, this is one of the last ones I'm going to pick. This one feels more like an obligation, because it's just there, and it's just... it's not exciting enough, and it's not ridiculous enough, and it's just not good enough. Sorry, Gigan. Anyway, Godzilla vs. Gigan, I guess. Letter grade, let's go C. I mean, I would give it a C+. Like, hey, you tried, good job, C+, thanks for showing up, next time you'll have a good movie. No, this one just feels lazy, and so, yeah, It's a C, as in, because it's there. Anyway, as always, have a good one out there, everybody.